Hi. Hello, my name is Javon Brown. I took I think like 2 week break from like making videos and stuff. Um, just to Well, I also took a break from school. I took a break from school. I took like a little 2 week break just to get my mind back right. Um, so I can focus more. I wasn't sick. I just All I did was play my game and like try to relax. I kept myself. Um, but now I'm back. I'm gonna keep documenting my videos, all the way up into graduation, and then after that. So in that time, what I learned when I took a break from making my videos, I learned that we are, and I've been saying this for a very long time, spiritual beings, highly connected to a source of power that we don't have an understanding of because the government and these secret satanic cults are trying to hide that knowledge from us. When humanity wakes up to their actual power, their basic superpowers, the ability to heal one another just by looking through each other and sensing energies and sensing frequencies and being able to understand and comprehend those frequencies um, on a higher scale than what your senses perceive now. So like you are looking at a video of me, but if you were to actually, and this is what they call the third eye, whatever. I don't like to call it the third eye. I don't like to give any of its names except biofeedback. But when you are looking through your third eye, it's easier to explain it that way. You can see inside me and see what my health issues are, just like I can look through you and I can see what your health issues are. I can see what the government is doing in real time. And I haven't mastered this, but there's other videos, and I never do research. I discover everything on my own, and then all of a sudden I find a video on it, and I'm like, I've been doing that for so long. But it actually has a name. Like biofeedback, I was calling it sensory perception, where I would look into my own body and I would have to heal myself from the surgeries, the illegal internal surgeries that the government was doing. And this is very complex, it's complicated, and unless you're going through it 24/7, 365, unless you're going through it every day, it's really hard to comprehend and master. But the government has illegally integrated technology into our biology, into our systems. We are not sick. Mental illness does not exist. All of that is so that they can perpetuate a narrative. Basically, like train your brain to constantly be afraid of the thought of being sick, and train your brain to become sick, and train your organism to think that it is sick or it can get sick. I don't get sick anymore much. Well, no, I haven't been sick in a very long time. I use a lot of magnesium. I use it on my skin. Uh, that was them. They try to, with their technology, they try to choke you to stop you from talking because they don't want you to talk and tell their secrets. I use a lot of, especially about magnesium. I use a lot of magnesium. I use magnesium eye drops. Most targeted individuals are going blind. They like to dry out your ear canal, so I use a mixture that I created to lubricate my ears, but it also has magnesium in it, and it heals my eardrums and it heals my ears. And I even have an oral spray, and I have magnesium toothpaste. so that I could heal and I don't get sick. So the government wants you to think that sickness is real and they haven't created it. Humanity is not sick. These are biological weapons of war, along with the electromagnetic frequencies, the weaponized electromagnetic frequencies, and direct energy weapons, and all of that. All of that is man-made. So you're dealing with biological warfare, and you're also dealing with militarized, a covert militarized weapon system. Um, but there's a defense, there's a system that I created for all of that. So you have my teeth. Um, they've been trying to cause a lot of tooth decay and a lot of tooth pain, but I brush my teeth, and I use biofeedback to manipulate that as well. To protect my teeth, I keep my nose ring in because it also absorbs all of those frequencies and that energy that they try to send to my teeth. So my teeth are healthy. They try to cause decay, but they've been doing it. I know that they've been doing it since 2015, but they've been aggressively doing it since March of 2023, probably prior to that, 2022, aggressively trying to cause some form of tooth decay. And also, what I discovered, well, yeah, going on to my skin, I use my own products for my skin. They also include magnesium. Um, so magnesium eye drops. I have nose spray, magnesium. I have the oral spray. They're like, I call them eardrops, but then I have another one that's like lubrication. One day I'm gonna gather everything up again, and I'm gonna bring it on camera, and I'm gonna tell how I use it and what I use it for. I have the magnets that throws off their magnetic propulsion system. So those bullets, those when you feel like you're being shot with energy, that I think that's there's a patent for it. It's magnetic propulsion technology. There's a patent for it. They send like a wave of energy that nobody can see. It feels like a bullet. There's no entry or exit wound, and they use it to cause physical harm and pain, and it disturbs your electrical field and it disturbs your energy. It also destroys your body and your organs. It basically destroys everything, and it causes a lot of pain. But I use my skincare. It's simple solutions that I'm surprised nobody has thought of, that I know of. I've been doing research and looking for other targeted individuals that's trying to, create systems like this, or that have knowledge, and a lot of people don't. So spirituality plays a big part of this system. They teeth delivers minerals to your pineal gland. I realized that a lot of my stress and everything that they're doing a surgery on my pineal gland. They're doing like a surgery, and all I have to do is remove the muscles that they're tightening around my pineal gland, and all of a sudden my nervous system relaxes. Everything just kind of relaxes. I release my frontal lobe. That I even you As soon as you do it, you breathe better, and that's how you know, like, they are really tightening on your pineal gland. Um, and the frontal lobe is, you breathe better. I sound better. Like, go back to the beginning of the video and go to now. Now it doesn't sound like there's anything in my throat. But once you release the pressure off your pineal gland, your nervous system, your entire system relaxes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've learned that they've been doing a lot. It's spirituality, but it's also control. It's also financial. They want to keep humanity from becoming enlightened people, and that's how the devil works. That's how the Luciferian system works. That's how the Freemasons work. That's how the Illuminati work. That's how dark workers work. So you have to bring the light. You have to bring the peace, and you have to bring the healing, and you have to create the best, not hope for the best, but create the best. So I'm just letting people know that there is a system. You can't see the silicone toe rings on my feet, but from head to toe, I have this entire system all over my body. The entire system covers my body, protects my body. What they do internally, I have to use biofeedback. What they do externally, I use my armor and I use my products. There's a lot more that I want to say, but I don't want to make the video too long. So I'm gonna go back to studying. Y'all have a great day, okay?